Hi everyone, this is the final output of Notes app. User can create a note by clicking this button and give title. User can save the note. Note will be listed in the list view. If don't want, user can delete the note. In this video, we are going to see how to create a Notes app. Let's create a project. Select iOS app and name it as Notes app, and interface is SwiftUI, and create a project. So now we are going to design home screen and notes detail screen. First we are going to design home screen. So first we are going to create a view to handle a empty notes list. For that we are going to create a content unavailable view and give label for it. So we have created a label for it and given the description and creating action. So now in the content view we are going to include navigation stack, because we are going to navigate from home screen to notes detail screen. So we are going to include navigation stack. And inside the navigation stack we are going to include empty state. Just we have created and going to give navigation title for it. I'm going to give a toolbar. Going to add a toolbar item inside the toolbar. So we have added a button inside the toolbar item, and I'm going to give navigation destination for the navigation stack. So now I am going to set a flag state so when the flag is set to true, it will navigate to the next screen. So I am going to give the parameter to the navigation destination. So let's run the first screen. So we can see here we have a create button and title, and we have handled the empty nodes list. Now I am going to design the nodes detail screen. For that I am going to create a new class. Naming it as nodes detail view. So we are going to get two information from the user. One is title and another one is content. For title I am going to create text field. For title I am going to store in a variable title. Giving the font. Giving the horizontal padding and top. Now I am going to give the divider and padding for the divider. So I am going to create a variable for content. I am giving the padding. So going to give navigation title for it. And giving the toolbar. Adding toolbar item for it. And giving the position. Adding button inside the toolbar item. So in the home screen, I am going to set the flag as true. As already we have discussed that whenever flag is set to true, the new view will be pushed into the navigation stack. So I am going to run the project. So this is the home screen. I am going to click the create button. So here is we have to give detail screen inside navigation destination. And it is asking to give the parameter. So for that I am going to initialize the variables. I am giving the default value for title and content. So now I am running the project. So I'm clicking the create button. Now we can see it went to the notes detail screen, and we have back button and title and save button and text field and text editor for content. So next video we will see how to create a note. Hi everyone, in this video we are going to see how to create a note and store it into the user default. Now I am going to create a model for note. Create a file and name it as note. Create a struct. It should be codable. Create a ID for note and title variable to store the title. Content variable to store the content. Create that to store the date when it has created. Updated date to store the updated time. Creating a initializer. Now I am going to create another file. Name it as note store. The purpose of this file is to save the data into the user default and get the information from the user default. Class it should be observable. So here class node store has nodes variable. It is used to display nodes in the list view, and create node is to create a node object, and it will insert the object into the nodes array, and save is to save the nodes into the user default. I am going to create another function that is to print the stored value in the default user default. Now we have to pass node store into the node store as a environment variable. And we have to get the environment variable in the nodes detail view, and So we have to write save function to save note into the user default. And pass variable title and content to it. And call the save function inside the button. Now we have to do small changes in the node store. In the create note, call save function, and in the save function call print note. Now run the project. Click the create button and give title as fruit, apple and grape. Now clear the logs and click save button. Now you can see the note is printed in the log, which is fetched from the user default. Next video we will see how to list the notes into the list view. In this video we are going to see how to show notes in the list view. Now I am going to create a row for the list. Row will display title and content of the note. Giving leading and spacing for the view stack. Adding text view and giving font and line limit for that. Adding another text view for content. Adding font and line limit for content text view. Adding padding for view stack. Now I am going to include list view for the nodes. For that, include a list view. Inside that, include a for each. For each must iterate nodes variable from the node store. Now include the nodes row. Now include environment variable for node store. Model we are going to iterate should be identifiable. Here I am going to make a condition that when the nodes are empty, I am going to show the empty view, else I am going to show the nodes list. I am including this inside the group. Now include dismiss environment variable. Now call the dismiss after save button is clicked. When app is launched, we are going to show the list view. We are going to create a load function that will load the data from the user default, and we are going to call that load function inside the init function of node store. Now we are going to run the project. Adding a note. and clicking the save button. Now we can see the added note is displayed in the list view. Again, I am running the project to show notes are displayed while app is launched. In this video, we are going to see how to update the note. In the note store file, we are going to create update note function. In that function, we are going to update notes array by the given note, and we are going to call save function. In the note detail view, we are going to add note variable. And in the initialize function, we are going to assign value for it. We are going to modify save function. When note variable is not empty, we are going to call update note function. Else, we are going to call create note function. In the content view notes list, we are going to assign tab gesture for notes row view. We are going to create state variable for selected note. And in the tab gesture, new value for selected note. And in the navigation destination, pass the selected note to the notes detail view. In the notes detail view, in the initialize function, update the default value for title and content. Let's run the app. Click a note and update the note. Click save button. Updated note is reflected in the list page. In this video, we are going to see how to delete a note. In the note store file, create a delete note function. In that function, remove a given note from the notes array and call the save function. In the content view, for the note row view, add a swipe action. Inside that, create a button. For the label, give the title as delete and system name as stash. In the button action, call the delete note function. Initially, we forgot to implement create note function inside the empty state, so we are implementing it. Now run the project. Swipe the note and click the delete button. Now list is updated. Thanks for watching this video.